And this is Slater on how Kerr's new contract impacts Draymond Green.
They're going to figure that out. I mean, to me, that's a June conversation. I reported it that, in the aftermath of the Kerr contract, this doesn't guarantee Draymond Green is back. He is definitely his $27.6 million salary potentially could be used in a trade. It's one of the tools, at their disposal. They no longer have that Kuminga contract, right? And the Porzingis stuff is unsettled. So if you're going to execute a large scale trade, as we saw at the deadline, right, with the Giannis conversations, like his name has to be in the mix, number one. Number two, from my understanding, if the team side is to agree to a player option decline and extend it like a 3-year type number, it's got to be something that lowers, the dollar amount to a point that it helps them get a piece now, right? There has to be some immediate benefit to them. If not, Draymond Green might just take the player option and be on an expiring $27.6 million contract, and they figure out his future later. I mean, that's not that bad of a result for Draymond because 27 is a solid amount at this stage.
You think Draymond's coming back after listening to that?
I still think it's probably, 75-25 he's back?
I think that's
in some
right.
capacity.
Yeah.
So I guess long shot would be the way I would describe it.
25% is way more than it's ever been. But you think we could agree on that, right? Yeah.
Probably. I don't know.
Do you want him back next year?
This is going to sound bizarre, I'd rather him be on a lower number over multiple years than on the 1 year, $27 million.
That doesn't sound that crazy. I think that makes sense.
Helps team building. And then also, to me, him taking a lot less also signifies, hey, I'm willing to stay here, but I'll take whatever role is needed, whether that means taking a little bit of a haircut on the money and my playing time. Whatever it takes. I want to finish here. I think it would be really cool.
Do you think him making $27 million, whatever it is, gives him an overinflated self?
No, I don't know about that. No.
Okay.
But I just, him opting in on the 27 is probably not his preference.
No, I would agree on that.
I think his preference is a multi-year deal. He's basically said that.
He wants security for the long term. He wants to finish his career in Golden State.
Yeah.
That means a lot to him.
How many real, let's have the real, how many real years does he have left? Not Adonis Haslam, end of the bench years. I'm talking about real impact years. 2?
Yeah, 2.
3?
No, I'd say 2. Yeah.
Okay.
2. Yeah.
So anything more than that, you're probably overpaying, right? In terms of years.
Yes.
You can go year to year after that. So a 2-year, I'm just going to throw out numbers, 2-year, $14 or $15 million deal. You'd be making way less than Moody next year.
Is that $50 million per year?
Up for 19 next year? What?
Are you saying per year? Or,
yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
A 2-year in the $30 million range, 2-year, $16 million a year each, something like that. It's still a lot of money relative, but it's significantly less than what the market value is for a guy who would play as many minutes as he does.
I'd have no feel on what's going on with Draymond Green right now, other than him getting roasted by Shane Gillis.
Think about this.
Draymond's always taking credit for the accomplishments of his more talented friends. See, Jeff, it's not just you. Draymond is the first player to make 4 All-Star teams for just setting picks.
There's better ones.
And then no one laughs. He goes, I guess none of you know ball.
Exactly.
It was such a great line.
His best ever joke was when at the ESPYs when he made up a WNBA player's name.
He's like, actually, that's my buddy's wife.
Exactly.
None of you know ball.
None of you know ball.
Did you get the one where Jeffrey Ross was talking about Draymond?
Oh.
Jeffrey Ross said, hey, Draymond, I'm so glad Steph Curry could carry you here.
That's pretty good.
Today.
No, I didn't get that one yet.
There was some really funny jokes.
I think Carter's scarred for trying to play another clip.
I won't be playing it off Twitter, that's for sure.
He won't be playing it off Twitter anymore.
Jeffrey Ross also went on to say, Draymond's here, he's had more ejections than Kevin Hart's DVDs. I thought that was a really funny
one. That's not bad. I personally have never found Kevin Hart, the stand-up comedian, very funny for me, but I think a lot of his cameos and movies have been hilarious. Yes.
Him in, come on, what's the one where he goes into the movie, the video place?
40-Year-Old Virgin.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That whole exchange is hilarious.
It's your boy? Yeah, we both rep Smart Tech. It's my favorite.
It's just so good.
We both rep Smart Tech.
It's just so good.
Both y'all getting clapped when I get back. Both y'all.
And then Cat Williams was going on and on about Kevin Hart. He's like, everybody says that Kevin hangs out at the Diddy parties. and it gets real quiet and Kevin doesn't say anything. That's not what you need to know. What you need to know is that because he doesn't say anything, he clearly was a part of the Diddy parties. It was just hilarious.
No, Aries Spears, I saw something. I think it was the Breakfast Club that was interviewing him. And he was like, listen, what was so bad about the Diddy parties? It was just a lot of oil, right? My guy just likes to be on slip and slides or something. Like the way he presented it was just, I'm not doing it justice at all. But God, Aries Spears, one of the great impressionists of our time. Sure. That was very underrated too.
The thing with Kevin Hart, similar to like Will Ferrell, I did feel like we just oversaturated Will Ferrell in general. And Kevin, for me, very similar, was like that for quite some time.
Too much Kevin Hart and The Rock, Sam, right?
Well, The Rock was not funny last night. He had a bunch of Draymond
he was there.
jokes.
I didn't even know.
He's friends with Draymond. And he had a bunch of Draymond jokes, and like basically he was adding a D to words that don't need it. He's like, your mom was real inventive. You know, she just took Raymond and added a D and called you Draymond.
It's not bad.
It's stupid. It's not a good joke.
But Rock
said you need to retire.
That kind of makes me laugh because I'm thinking of Rock as like the WWE star.
It wasn't funny though.
But I hear you on that. But also, Rock is another guy that can't laugh at himself.
No,
he's just not good at doing that. So whenever
all the facial surgeries, you can't really actually physically try.
That's not bad. A lot of Botox there. But also, I always appreciated when him and Stone Cold would be in the ring because Stone Cold wouldn't hold back on him.
No.
And he would crush him because The Rock on the mic was one of the all-timers. Like no one could go at him. So when you did get one up on him, it felt like a big deal. You want to jump in here, Sammy?
Yeah, no, just some news coming out on the NBA. I guess the Bucks are officially open for business on a Giannis trade per Shams. We kind of already knew this, but now it's Shams Charania official. What
does that even mean? I'm not ripping you. I'm just like, I thought they were open for business at the deadline. We're open for business.
Well, yeah. So then they closed down after the deadline, and now they're reopening for business. Now that we're going into the off season. But again, we're talking about Draymond here and what his future means. Is Draymond a trade piece in a Giannis trade? Maybe not. I don't know. I'm just reporting some news.
I got a trade piece for you.
Blue Baker.
There you go. For Giannis, straight up.
I'm so over the Giannis thing. At one time, I was infatuated. I'm just so out on it.
I'm out on that. Was me being out on it too, Sam. If you didn't get that, the Brubaker.
Oh, it was just weird how you said that.
Yeah, because I'm out on it. I'm so done with Giannis. I'm done.
Bucks did leave a door open to bring Giannis back, though.
I don't think the fans. See, that's the thing, though. So me and you have been out on Joe. I don't know if the fans completely are because there is something about the what is that drug in your brain? Serotonin. Is that what it is? The endorphins. No, but there's like the actual drug. I think it's serotonin. Okay. Let me look it up here. It's very important. A crucial neurotransmitter and hormone that regulates mood, sleep, digestion, nausea, all that stuff. Yeah, happiness hormone. There you go. There is a part of us that gets that serotonin hit when you get a Shams notification. And if it did say the Golden State Warriors breaking, blockbuster trade, Golden State Warriors trade for Giannis Antetokounmpo, I mean, you'd be pretty excited. Wouldn't you?
Well, okay, let's in this hypothetical. They have 7 years of first-round picks, like straight up.
They traded 5 of them.
Okay, I would rather trade 5 for Cooper Flag.
Yeah, you're not getting Cooper.
Well, you're asking and I'm telling you.
So would you not be excited to get Giannis?
To me, the number on Giannis is like 2 or 3
You'd be excited.
Of course I would, but how are you going to build the team around him? Like, you can't trade everything you have for one guy.
We got Steph. We're fine. We got Steph, Giannis. We'll get Pods.
Oh.
We got, Guy Santos.
At one time I was in on that. I think that time has come and gone.
What if I pair him with Kristaps? How about that? Kristaps and Giannis.
Cool. All 17 games that they play together for 16 minutes is going to be really interesting.
I think the concern with Giannis is just we've lost faith that he'll be healthy for the duration of whatever deal he signs.
Here's the bigger thing. I'm not convinced he even wants to come here.
Correct.
I think he wants to go to the Knicks.
Yeah. I also don't think he won't be the leader on this team. I also just don't think he's a great leader at this point. A lot of his wishy-washy stuff has been very weird. I don't know.
Let me throw another one at you.
Just out on him.
If I'm him, the situation I'm looking at, I would want to go play with Ant Edwards.
Oh.
That's the situation I'd be looking at.
Well, considering the proximity is pretty close from Wisconsin to Minnesota, so that'd be not bad either.
I was just thinking, like, if I was going to pair myself up and I'm Giannis, it's got to be a young, proven thoroughbred.
I'm watching that series, and it's so damn fun. You know the biggest winners of that series, though, are? It's not even either of those teams. It's the Oklahoma City Thunder. Because that series is going to go like 7 games, and the Thunder are going to sweep the Lakers tonight. And they're just going to be chilling.
Well, but let me throw this at you. And I see this in our YouTube.
What?
From the Drum Committee. 39-year-old Steph is still a top 10 player.
No, he's not.
So, okay. No, he is when he plays. But here's the problem. He doesn't play enough. Like, we all have to acknowledge it. Like, he's not going to play 60-something games.
Exactly.
He's just not. So top 10 players in the league play over 60-something games. Cade Cunningham this year was still, even with all the missed games, so impactful that he was in the discussion for MVP, and he missed 29 games?
He missed the threshold, right?
They kind of changed the rule, I think, because of him.
Like, when he plays, he's still great. But because you don't play enough, you're disqualified from being in that top 10 discussion of the current, like, impact players in the league. And so, like, we have to be fair about this, Warrior fans, when we're having these discussions. When he's on, he's still one of the greats. Well, yeah.
But he's not on like that.
Exactly. And that's not a knock on him. He's 38, 39 years old.
Yes.
Of course he's still amazing. But look at who's running the league right now. Plays every single night, SGA.
Yep.
Plays every single night, Wemby. Plays every single night except for the serious medical condition, Cade Cunningham. Plays every single night, Paolo Banchero or Franz Wagner. You know, pick who you want. Jalen Brunson plays every single night. Like, that's kind of where we're at. Like, we have to acknowledge that.
Also, what do all those teams have? A supporting cast.
Yes.
They're not top heavy.
Well, yes, that's a great point.
They do.
And they don't have 70-something million that's hurt right now, which is also what the Warriors are rounding out with the rest of their roster. You're talking about being top heavy. Not only are they top heavy, they're hurting top heavy, which is probably the worst duo to be.
Well, we're talking about it right now. Let's bring it up real quick. The biggest story from this past weekend, I mean,
Vrabel and Rossini stuff again?
I actually was going to bring that up. I completely forgot. TMZ has that one a day, it feels like, every single time I look at my phone. Exclusive new Rossini and Vrabel pick from unreal. A boat when she's pregnant. I was like, oh my God, talk about the love boat. Jesus.
I do want Maury to release the DNA stuff.
You are not the father.
Allegedly.
I love Maury. I'm not even ashamed to admit it. I love watching that show.
What's your favorite meme?
From the Maury one?
From the whole thing.
Oh, man. Probably there's probably some jokes that I can't say on air that are probably some of my favorite. Sam's like just laughing in the back.
No, that's probably the best ones are not radio appropriate.
I can't say
The
them.
Titanic ones are hilarious.
Those ones aren't bad.
Hilarious.
Hey, you know what? I will give, the Titanic one, because the inside the NBA doing a riff off of that, going fishing, was hilarious. I will give Shaq, Kenny, and Chuck credit for that.
My other one is when Tony Soprano is spooning Gloria.
Gloria Trillo. Oh my God.
This is Mike and Diana.
They're at the zoo, right? They're at the zoo together.
It cracks me up every single time. How are these new videos coming out and pictures every single day?
It just shows me
a lot of hard work and journalism
that people have had these forever and just didn't want to do anything with them. They've just been sitting on it.
How about the one where the boat, they said that he rented the boat for 3 hours and returned it within 2.5.
3 hours. So
it's just the jokes.
I mean, how can he survive this? How? Every picture it gets worse and worse.
Carter says he doesn't care.
So hold on.
If he's a fan of a team, what? I don't care.
I do have a problem with something, though. The double standard of, he just took us to a final, so we have to, or he just took us to the Super Bowl, we have to keep him. Ime Udoka had just taken the Boston Celtics.
An employee, though, of the company.
This is worse.
They have.
This is worse.
I can't speak on what the Celtics have in their HR book, but I'm sure that there is some sort of HR type of a thing that he violated on top of that.
Maybe. I think this is a worse
that's
look,
what they said.
No, sure. I'm with you on that. I think it's gross, though, that was the case, that he got fired, and then this guy is basically, and it's, again,
it is a personal life thing.
It's a personal life thing.
No, for him, and hers is there's the journalist angle, which I can't really speak on. That's the Athletic decided to do what the Athletic decided to do for whatever reason, and that's
because their credibility will no longer. It's gone,
and they have their own particular set of standards at that company. Look, the NFL has their own. No one cares. Look, I'm going to be real with you. Nobody cares what Stephon Diggs does if he's catching 150 balls and they think he's great. They faded Stephon Diggs because they thought the drama wasn't worth the squeeze.
They care if he's the face of the organization, though.
No, that I'll listen to. Yeah, that I'll listen to.
He was never the face. It was Drake May and it was Mike Vrabel.
Look, this sounds like I'm caping up for him. I'm not.
I know you're not. No,
I'm not.
Yeah.
You know what I think.
Yes.
I think if he was, look, I've said this. If that was my coach and these rumors allegedly and all this stuff, I would just be like, oh my God, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it anymore.
Right.
It's very different. But there was a point in time, and I know, like, I'm frustrated. Kaepernick deserved another opportunity. I understood why Kaepernick couldn't come back. I was just done with it. I was done as a Niner fan. I'm talking about as a Niner fan. I was done hearing about him from people that had nothing to do with my team.
Yeah.
I was just like, oh my God, get him off the team. I'm tired of hearing about it.
Yeah.
It's the same with the Jordan Poole thing. Like, I'm just done. I'm just done. So, like, on some level, I think I would feel the same exhaustion on the Mike Vrabel thing. Like, oh my God, just get him off my team.
Right.
But, again, you know, if you win, we look the other way. I'm not saying it's right. This is what people do.
And that wasn't even the big news I was actually teasing. It was Victor Wembanyama yesterday getting the flagrant 2 ejection from elbowing Nas Reed. Could he get suspended?
It just said no further stuff is going to go down.
If this was the regular season, you think he gets a game? That looked premeditated and like just straight. That was a cheap shot.
It was the right call.
Yeah.
And I love Wemby, but that was the right call. He was clearly getting agitated.
And then did you
credit Nas Reed for not fighting back?
No, I agree with that. Dude, speaking of fighting back, that series is insane. So you get that. Did you guys see Tony Brothers going at Chris Finch? Did you guys see that?
Dude, Steiny was so
insane.
Who does he think he is going at my boy?
I agree. That's ridiculous.
I'm not in this one.
No, it's ridiculous.
I do believe Wemby's not getting the further suspension has to do with his track record.
No, yes.
like
if that was Draymond Green, that would have been a suspension, right?
You think? Duh. Like, of course. But also, if that was Draymond Green, they would have been like, oh my God, he killed someone on the court. Oh my God. Like, we would have lost our minds. Like, oh, how dare he do that to Sabonis?
I like how in the hypothetical,
of course it's Sabonis.
It's just Sabonis.
Of course it is.
It wasn't Nas Reed.
Or Nurkic.
Or Nurkic.
I forgot about Nurkic. Dude, I will never forget.
Or any other European.
The night, oh my God, dude.
Rudy Gobert chokehold.
Oh my God!
I told you guys I was at the concession stand when that was happening, and I just hear, the Gobert one. I just hear in the arena like, oh, it just goes nuts. I'm like, it's early in the first quarter.
No,
what
it was
could
the first
that
10
be?
seconds.
It was unreal.
My mom
first
was
it was
at that
Clay.
game.
It was Clay and who? Jada McDaniels going at it. That's who it was,
and
right?
Bonte claimed the greatest move of all time in any fight ever was Draymond tucking the chin so he doesn't get slugged out. Shout out Bonte. And when I watch the replay, he's dragging him like back, and then like someone goes behind Draymond and he tucked the chin so that he doesn't get choked out. I'm telling you, dude, you got to give Draymond credit.
Dude, Gobert throwing the hands.
It was so good.
If you watch the clip too, you can see Kerr begging him to let him go. Like, please, Draymond, let him go.
It was like my mom when me and my brother are fighting. Oh, it was so good.
When was it? Who was the player? Jeff Van Gundy when he was the coach holding onto the player's leg. You know exactly what
it was Alonzo Mourning.
Alonzo Mourning.
And Anthony Mason. It's classic. All time. Knicks Heat was a thing, dude.
Knicks Sixers isn't. I know that. God, that was a sweep. And you know what? As a Sixers fan, when did you take that?
Did you see the arena?
It was all Knicks fans.
Yeah, except one. Did you see the one jersey?
No.
They were like, it's 75% Knicks fans. There was one jersey sitting somewhere courtside. Did you see it? TJ Hushmanzada Cincinnati Bengals jersey. I couldn't believe it. I said, what happened in Philadelphia?
Hey, the Hushmanzada Bengals jersey was tight when I was a kid. A lot of cool, like you had to have it. It was pretty.
TJ Hushmama.
Well, because it was that one of the Jared Saltalamacchia, the longest names you've ever seen on a jersey. That was fun. Let's do it again tomorrow. But in the meantime,
the chin, the tucking of the chin to make sure you don't get choked out.
Blue Baker.
I was crying. That was really funny. Draymond's got to have one more of those moments these next couple. You got to have at least one more. Come on.
Are you kidding me? Him and Curry were having this warm embrace. Seconds later, he's getting
Hulk Hogan down. right past Dunleavy, who was not happy at all.